All right, Reggie, before we get going, is there anything you want to speak on or talk about first?
Uh, just thank all you guys that commented in the section. Wish me a happy birthday last Tuesday. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all for taking the time just to wish your boy a happy birthday. Of course, shout out to all you ones that told me that y'all birthday was coming up this week and just had one. To the Leo gang, happy birthday to all you guys. Special shout out to a few people that went above and beyond on sending me some cash apps like Will Lopez and my boy HBK and Thomas Carter. And I know I'm missing a few, but shout out to you guys as well. Man. It's been an interesting week, y'all. Man, I done had an attorney call herself sending some thugs to my house. But we'll get more into that on some upcoming episodes. I had to get my police and background work going again and use some of my contacts because I keep trying to tell y'all, there's only a few of you clowns that I argue with on YouTube. I'm actually friends with most of the major YouTube platforms that's out there. And so, you know what? All you little clowns with you little channels that keep tapping their Reg, saying disrespectful things, well, y'all go over and look at Discretion TV channel. And that's going to happen to you. Y'all keep, that's all I'm going to say. Because his boyfriend called and texted me and told me thank you for giving him at least 2 weeks off. Valentino. You know your real name. But anyway, other than that, John, let's get going. Because I see Mr. Knight is back and he got a lot to say.
Okay, Reggie. I saw where Danny Boy did an interview on a YouTube channel called No Vultures. I wanted to see if you saw that and his comments about Ray J.
Oh, no, John, no. See, I told you, John, we're going to start going over the questions in advance. I know you got a lot of love for Danny Boy, and I promised Danny Boy that me and him was good, so I ain't touching that one. And you know another person that been tapping at me lately? And I'm going to take the high road because I know his parents. And so I'll shout out your channel and try to hopefully maybe some people go over and view your channel. Oh, but I done forgot the name of it. Something Mogul. Damn. I done forgot the name of it. I was going to shout it out for you. But y'all put in Lil Suge and it'll come up. It's Mogul Giant. Mogul, I forget the name of it, y'all. But he's trying to do his channel. And I was thinking, like, damn, why Suge Knight ain't been over there promoting, helping his son? Then I was listening to some audio conversations that I had, and I remember, oh, I forgot. Suge don't fuck with him no more. Or, well, with sons and friends, we go in and out. But Suge ain't fucking with him right now. And so, but Suge, come on, man. Go help your son out. He over there trying. So, hey, Reggie gonna take the high road. Y'all go over there and watch Lil Suge and help support him. He's trying to blow up his channel. But I ain't touching that, John. Let's go to the next question, bro.
All right, Reggie. So, Suge Knight did an interview, and the gist of the interview was about you and Wack 100. But what I wanted to do was read the allegations to you that he stated and give you the opportunity to respond to each one individually, if you'd be okay with that.
That'd be fine. That's what I'm here for, John. I told you. Ask me any questions.
Okay. The big one, obviously, this was this is a decent timed interview, so there's going to be a lot of stuff, but I'm going to start with the most, I guess, salacious thing that he said, which was, he said that night in Vegas, when him and Tupac got shot, that it was, and I quote unquote, that it was crooked police along with some crooked ass, rat ass gang members that was mad because Tupac fired you, so y'all fired back.
Ooh, damn. Damn, shit. You know what? This is going to have to be a part 2 because that question right there alone. So y'all make sure y'all tune in later on this week because now I'm going to go part 1, part 2 with this. Damn, John. I heard it. I've been hearing rumblings of it, and I didn't know because people was like, man, you know, because I read the comments over here at Bomb First. People was like, yeah, Suge over there going on you on that Snitch channel and Gap Tooth channel. He going in on you. Now I really didn't know what they were talking about. And so now that you read that question, and he says that. Damn. I've been hearing rumblings, and I know that Suge's been working with that carpet head motherfucker. And so I know they working together, and I know that's the agenda that carpet head has been pushing. And I know they doing this little documentary together and all of that shit. So I don't know when Suge came up with this, because I heard it before. And now, because Snitch No Joke been exposing it because he's mad at him. And so I heard all of these rumblings before. And so I was like, but it all made sense once Snitch No Joke started talking. Because if y'all don't know, Snitch No Jokes and him was talking, and Snitch No Joke spilled the beans all last week because he got into his feelings about something. And he all mad because RJ and Suge kicked him out of the equation where they dealing with each other now. You know, they kicked him out of the equation. So now he's telling all the beans. So I know that's why Snitch No Joke, he probably had that old audio with Suge saying that about me and Wack, because we heard it before. We heard it on pieces on Collect Calls, and we done heard all of the accusations, you know, where he was disappointed and mad at me regarding dealing with Wack and letting Wack talk about paying for his mother's funeral. So, and like I said, man, I have nothing bad to say about Suge Knight, mama, or parents, or family. Miss Knight has always been good to me. But I heard him make a threat and say something about, Reg, I called and checked your dad. Call and check my daddy? Nigga, I wish your blind ass would call and say something negative about my daddy or my mama, which I wouldn't do the same. We not on that level yet, I hope. I hope we're not on that level. But if we are, let's go. Because you talking about you going to check me. How you going to check me? Who you going to have come check me, Suge? Who you got, nigga? Do it then. You almost want me to say how we used to say to get niggas to fight. Yo, y'all know the word. You making me want to say that just so I can see you play. Because I feel like playing. You going to see, I feel like playing right now. Especially after, if I find out you behind what tried to go down this week at my house. I don't know. All I say, Department of Corrections will be, CDRC will be investigating to see if you was on that phone call with them when it went down. But I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt right now. Because I know you blind as a bat. I got pictures of you, nigga, talking about nigga health conditions and all that. You can't see, nigga, now. In 10 years, your vision gonna get worse. Here's a picture of you right now on a fucking cane, nigga. You walking around that prison yard on a cane. But let me respond appropriate, like a 59-year-old adult supposed to respond. So, you saying that now, Suge. You saying all of that now, Suge. Because Carpethead is offering you a little money for a DVD? Or for some reason you want Keffe D free? Well, did you forget when you said this on TMZ, Suge Knight?
At the same time, bitch-ass Puffy can give him a mother star, and every rat in the world said he didn't want to kill Tupac.
Yep.
Or had him shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you notice, it was a rat on television saying he the one did the shooting, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, right?
Right.
If you think about it, right?
Right.
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they didn't want to kill Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't gonna
Not
get
just
arrested.
to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not
I ain't
dead.
as smart as you should be.
Tupac not dead.
Who were you talking about then? Were you talking about crooked cops? I didn't hear no crooked cops on TV bragging about killing Tupac. Okay. Explain this then, Mr. Knight. When did you believe all of that? Because here's some audio. And the only reason I'm playing the audios, because I got tons of audio with this clown. Tons. Talking about family members. Talking about how his brother died, Calvin Tubbs, laying up in a house in Mexico or somewhere. Shit that'll destroy his relationship with his whole family, his sisters and nephews and all that. Tons of audio. But that Suge, we all know Suge. We know Suge is a two-faced bastard. But we all know when this Jay Reed shit happened the day after December the 26th, right? Of 2024. Do this seem like a nigga that he's on the phone with? That he believed tried to kill him? Tried to kill his cash cow? Or tried to kill and later dying his little brother, as he called him? Trying to kill somebody that was in the car with him? Does this sound like a conversation between two people?
Yeah, shit, real about the other shit. I ain't trying to see no motherfucker get crossed up. Those niggas better make sure those niggas don't tell on them.
Man, they better get to working. They better get to working and because these are like activist people, like old people, you know. The one dude you might know, his name Jay Reed he's from they call him Jay Reed. He's from like some gang in Hawthorne. Yeah, but he seems to be everybody knowing. But the other person is from the IE somewhere. There's like a preacher or something. So dang.
They really gonna sue.
Oh yeah, he already said it. They got this interview the dude Compton Rick Rock from Compton from Nutty Block did Woody, and he laid it out. He's like, hey, you know, they embarrassed me. They definitely, but they really want to go after the Adam 22 though. That's what they sound like they're gonna go out there. But that other person though, he going out there, everybody. Yeah, they got problems, but anyway.
That Adam dude going to pay.
Exactly.
Okay. That ain't nothing. That don't prove nothing. Okay. So did he start believing this around Super Bowl Sunday? This is a conversation me and him having on Super Bowl Sunday. How's everything else going?
Check out the Super Bowl.
Who you got? I ain't asked you who you got. Hey, I got this one question. I got one question for you that's been going on. And this is between me and you. What song, this is for the geeks. The geeks always ask me this. What song was playing in the car when the police pulled y'all over? What was y'all listening to, you and Pop?
We was listening to some oldies, and then they talking about
I figured that, yeah. I know you with oldies, yeah.
It was in my car.
Yeah,
so,
it's oldies, yeah.
All these motherfuckers be lying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's the problem. A lot of these motherfuckers was putting something in the jam, they wasn't there.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
The motherfucker was there, was around, that's one thing. This don't lie. That
Yeah.
was the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. But yeah, so let's get motherfucking Adam the faces up with biscuits.
Okay.
Shit, motherfucker gonna get ready to be touching pretty soon. And all the shit gonna go well for a motherfucker. I know I'm gonna get my blessings, but motherfucker ain't trying to be shit. I don't really need runners no more. I don't need 5150 no more.
Oh man. Yeah. Of 2025. So did he believe that then? Are you gonna be on the phone talking like this casually with somebody you believe trying to kill you and Tupac? All right. So all I'm saying is Suge was only doing this because he's trying to make some money, y'all. Or because he's mad. Because this is where we fell out at. Because we was talking daily about all type of shit. But he kept hearing, because people report to him. I find out now. I used to blame Toy. I knew it wasn't the other female that was on the phone with me because she didn't even be knowing half the time what we were talking about. But I always thought it was Toy. But now I know it was Snitch No Joke who was putting half-truths and stuff in his ear. And so he's now trying to put this audio out like him and Suge is still back talking. And they cool. Well, trust me. If Suge talking to that nigga after he did what he said he did last week, because he's in his feelings, because this clown-ass nigga say he was on the phone with Suge's other girlfriend, and she's telling him, I don't fuck with Suge no more. After Reggie released that audio talking about my dad and I'm a runner and all of that stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. Okay, baby. Well, what about me and you? Because that's how the conversation for her to go, yeah, look at all of these missed calls that I got from him. I don't answer his calls no more. He up here sending me flowers and roses trying to apologize to me. I don't fuck with him no more. And so he's telling him all that. Suge calls. She merges Snitch No Joke in on the phone. She merges him in and don't tell Suge that Snitch No Joke's on the other line. Guess what Snitch No Joke have on his line listening to her and his conversation? Suge other bitch. Toy. He had her on the phone. Merge all four of them on. Suge think he's only talking to his other female and don't know that the other two on the phone listening to this conversation. So Suge went running back to him and want to go and release this audio last week to Snitch No Joke about me and Wack. Y'all believe that, huh? Y'all believe that should get down. If that should get down, would you want to be friends? Would you want to be friends with somebody like that? That can go and let a nigga merge you in on phone calls, mess up your happy life with your girls, and then you run back to him like nothing happened? Hey. So don't y'all buy that shit. That's audio. That's old audio. Suge may believe this. He may believe all this. I don't know. I don't believe so. I don't know if he just started, but he hadn't just started believing this in the last couple of months. If he does, because he did say it, or is he saying that to get a bag for those people that they were producing the show with? Or because for some reason he want Keffe D out of jail? I don't know. I can't say. But the Suge Knight I know, lately, it's all about the little crumbs he's getting from RJ and them. And that's all. He don't believe none of it. Because this Tupac investigation to him is a joke. Listen again. What he was telling everybody. Tupac's alive. Snoop Dogg did it. Crooked Cops did it. Reggie Wright did it. Make up your mind, bro. Stick to one and stand on it. But I'll first come back tomorrow. I'm going to answer the rest of the questions that John has. Peace.
Okay. Yesterday, Reggie, we started touching on some of the things and the allegations that Suge said in an interview that was posted on YouTube about you. I wanted to continue on with some of the stuff that he said and just give you the opportunity to respond to each one individually. I will start with one where he basically said, you never ran his company or worked for Death Row Records, and if you check your paychecks, it said security on it. And he also said that if he doesn't say you ran Death Row, then who could actually say it?
Yeah. With that argument, I can't fight that argument. All I can do, tell y'all listen to interviews by anybody. All I can do is ask him, bring one person on that said I didn't run Death Row or his life. Bring one person. Matter of fact, listen to this audio from the guy who ran E1 Entertainment. We know this is 2001, 2002 time period, 2003 that he's talking about, because that's when this guy did Woody. But here's the audio right now from a president of E1 Entertainment Music Department.
I'm on the phone with Alan Grumblock, the president of E1. Alan, I just want you to explain what was Reggie Wright program or position when you met me. And I think we finally met each other in 2001 or the later part of 2001.
Yeah, we met November 2001. Reggie Wright was the general manager of Death Row when we did the distribution deal between Death Row and Koch Records. Reggie was Suge's number 2, responsible for everything legal, everything financial. And
exactly.
He was the guy I started the deal with, and I negotiated with Reggie, and then it went up to Michael Koch and Suge. But Reggie was the guy who was the first contact guy from the outside for Death Row. He was general manager of Death Row.
And also negotiated, I the one negotiated the contract with Michael Koch. And yeah. I think it was our boy Cliff, right? Was it Cliff?
Yeah. And the lawyers all reported that lady lawyer, whatever her name was.
Oh, well, Crazy Sherry, but it was really Jeff Lawry. But Suge was using Sherry, but I had Jeff Lawry doing everything because, that's who I trusted. But yeah.
All right. So security must have had a lot of power at Death Row then. Or the guy that ran the company and ran security had a lot of power. Is what it sounds like. Nobody check had a description on it. So that's some bullshit. Well, I mean, okay. I don't know what to say. That's a hard thing to fight with Suge about, other than, hey, who was sitting in court when Corrupt gave that judgment? Who was sitting in the table at the court doing the whole court proceedings? Who negotiated the deal with E1? Who negotiated the deal with D3? Who negotiated the deal with DNA? Who negotiated the separation agreement with Brian Turner? I mean, God. Who asked any artist who they had to go to get their checks? Ask John, who they used to tell you had to get permission from to do anything on the website or when they gonna get their checks or when they gonna get hired. Yeah, I know. We done brought so many people on to say that. But if he wanna make me security, okay. So now security can get to his checks and forge checks. I never seen a security guard at any company that can authorize and get checks cut. Never did. Okay, Mr. Knight. All right. You're right. I was in security. I had a security company that made millions of dollars off of your company. I only made about $7,000 a month at the time running Death Row. $3,500. My check was $3,500 up every 2 weeks. I think we got paid I don't know if we got paid every 15 days or every 2 weeks. I really think we got paid every 15 days, as I remember. I don't remember. So $7,000 a month back in the mid-90s. And my security company, if I didn't gross $1 million, but you know what? Hey, okay. Next question, John.
Okay, the next thing that he went into was that you stole his building, which we've addressed before, but I didn't know if you want to retouch on it for new people.
Yeah. He know. how that building refinance was done 2 times. I guess he said me and Michelet conspired because his daddy was supposed to sign off. I know Suge got a little dementia and all of that. I hate even telling this story, but I'm going to tell it since he brought it up. His daddy was the signature for Suge Knight stuff when Norris Anderson and all of them was in charge when Suge first went to jail. Totally agree. Michelet signed the death row checks with a stamp, and his daddy signed because he didn't want Michelet to know, you know, what he was giving to his other female friends and doing personally. That's true. 96, 97. But 97, 98, what happened was Suge's mother kept coming up to the prison when we were meeting and stuff and was questioning all the females and questioning all his money. And Suge was like, wait a minute, hold up. Pops, why you telling moms everything that's going on with my company? Why are you telling her all the business? I don't need y'all in my business like that. Reg. No. This is what we're going to do. We're going to just get a stamp and we're going to get it where Michelet signs everything. Michelet, I give this girl this amount of money. I give this one this amount of money because, hey, she taking care of my homeboy's son is what she said. You know, China Doll, he taking care of his son, so this is why I give her this amount of money. Which she don't know. China Dog had already got his son back and had been living with him, little Marcus. So man, should just be talking. I don't know why he's making the accusations and all of that, but Michelet wasn't loyal to me. She wouldn't be signing no building over to me. And he knows from the refinance of that building, I gave the first time Michelet $1 million from it. The second time when I refinanced the building, I gave the bankruptcy court $3 million to stop the receiverships from coming in on the crew up thing. And that paid off the debts of anything from the profit that he would have made on the building. And he knows that's what happened. The first time was to pay for the purchase of the building and to paying the loan off. The second time was did on some homie love shit. Because your company was paying the rent and the mortgage for it until, you know, the last year when I had to get rid of y'all and sell the building because y'all didn't pay any money because you was broke. But hey, shit. All right. Sue me then. Sue me if you think I stole you. Why you kept fucking with me? Why you fuck with me if I stole a building? A building that just sold in 2018, last I checked, for $18 million. I stole that from you and took that from you. You clown ass nigga. But yeah, okay, sure. And Michelet was your power of attorney. And that's who the paperwork right here showed you, signed off for that building to be transferred and for that sale. All right? And guess who else was on it originally that had a sign off on it? You forgot? Who? The guy that was coming up to see you every Tuesday? You don't think he ever told you about it? You remember? Because you didn't own that building right out when I purchased it from you. It was David Kenner in your building. David signed off on it. You forgot that, huh? Man, your lies, you clown. Stop it. And the bankruptcy, you don't think the people, when you filed bankruptcy, didn't investigate that? Oh, yeah, they investigated that whole transaction. And guess who? Never got sued or anything about the bankruptcy estate. Reggie Wright. You know who in your family did get sued about the bankruptcy estate for $1,500 a month. So they gonna let a $2 million, $3 million assets go if it's illegal or with stuff, but they gonna sue somebody for $1,500? All right, sure. Use a clown, as I say.
Okay. The next little thing he threw out there was that he said you had cops in his luxury box suite at Staples Center drinking all his fine champagne and wine.
Well, it's kind of too hard to explain, though, about how boxes work. Because most of you motherfuckers probably haven't been into a box or definitely didn't know the people that own or control a box. But I'll try to throw it out there for whoever knows. Maybe you'll comment. It ain't like the staple or the boxes at the events are just got stacks of wine and champagne and all of that just sitting inside the box. You got to order that, put your credit card up for it each game. Okay, so the staple box was purchased each year in 1999. 1999 is when the Lakers opened up the Staples Center. That was something that I asked you to, can I do? And you said, yeah, go ahead and get the box. We had Bobby Shapiro in the tourney because he was in the what was that, the Kings and shit going. Somebody, your dad and moms, we gave events whenever we released the DVDs and all of that stuff. But who signed for the box? Who signed? That was a company box, Death Row box. Who ran Death Row? Oh, I forgot I didn't run Death Row. Who's in charge of the box? Reggie Wright. When did Compton PD or shares become shares? 2001, the later part. I didn't fuck with no shares then. That didn't sound good about the share stuff and all of that. You had no shares in no goddamn box. But that sounds good. That sounds good, shit. That make you feel better? You clown. But no, wasn't no shares in the box. My daddy, here's a picture of my daddy. He didn't know to go. If he went to any Laker games, he had his own season tickets. He just got honored last year, 42 years straight of being a season ticket holder or something. 40-some years. There's a picture of him getting honored at the Laker game. He didn't need your little box. He said he had seats down there on the ground, on the floor at the Laker game for over 40-some years. Me and him was partners on that. Whenever I had time. But shit, when did I have time to go to Laker games, shit? On Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I was up there babysitting your bitch ass from 1997 to 2001. Every week. So I guess I had the shares hanging out with me on Tuesdays. I guess that's why I had them in your box. Suge, you just make up shit to try to make somebody sound bad. You ain't got to do that, dog. Just say, I don't like the motherfucker no more. I made a mistake bringing Reggie into my life. You say you didn't hang with me or anything like that? Who introduced you to... How did you meet Sharita, motherfucker? We didn't go to Hostler Junior High School together? We didn't play on... Oh, you went to Bourbon Gay. I caught that. See, most motherfuckers didn't catch that Bourbon Gay shit. But it's Bourbon Day High School. Nigga, yeah, I went there in the 9th and 10th grade. Nigga, I didn't play football with you in 11th and 12th grade. We didn't go to Stephen C. Falk. We never hung out. I never professed to hang out with you. My best friend growing up was the White Story. Everybody knows the stories. But, okay. And then when I came on the other side, well, my grandmother's house, who lived next door to the McDonald's in there. So, Mr. Knight, please, I beg of you, stop coming online just lying, making up shit. But no, we never really, I can't never say I spent the night over your house or anything like that. I never perpetrated to do that. So please, whoever's playing this for you, make sure they play the whole thing and not edited versions. Because, nigga, you didn't play sports. You just played baseball, as I remember, growing up. You played at Greater Compton. I played in Linwood. I played at Luders Park. Tell us one team at Luders Park that you played for, nigga, basketball. Or at Wilson Park. Nigga, I think you did play a year or two for the A's at Kelly Park. But any of those niggas from in hood, Kelly Park can't say they didn't know Little Reg playing baseball growing up. Oh my God. Suge Knight, please. I'm more confident than you can ever be, nigga.
Okay. One of the other things he said in this interview, Reggie, was he said that at one time he had a lawsuit against the Compton sheriff, against you, against your dad, and against the old mayor. And he said, this wasn't Omar, the mayor, this was your boy. Do you know what he's talking about there?
I think he misquoting him on that. I didn't ever hear him say that he had a lawsuit. I think I heard him say he could have. But I don't know, because I don't listen to shit in depth. But he ain't never had no lawsuit. I wish he would have sued me for something. Gave me a reason to be mad at him back in the early 2000s. And I sure would have tore him up. Because everything was in Reggie's name that you had. And then when you went broke, Reggie is the one that suffered for most of the shit. So I wish you would have sued or had something to sue for. You forget who house your kids grew up in. Lil Suge, Stormy and them. Reggie Wright house in Porter Ranch. Okay, let's go in the cars. Peaches, Trish, Reggie Wright car. Mission Lane, Reggie Wright car. Tammy, Reggie Wright car. The house that y'all always talking about, the clowns you talking to now, in Malibu, talking about me and Tammy had together. Nigga, you know why I got that house in Malibu for Tammy? That was for you and her when you came home. Okay? You talking about I had cops hanging out in your house. What house did you have, Suge Knight? From 96 after you went to jail? So I'll say 97 because we had Stormy in your penthouse for a minute until you know what started happening with Shaq and Keyshawn. You know why you had me put her out. But so 97, what house did you have until about 2002 when you came home? Oh, who else you go to in 2002 when you came home? You forget the penthouse on Wilshire? Who name was that in? Who name was that? You know, the one with the elevator, you know, the one that Ray J always talk about, Left Eye and all them. Who name was that in? Who name? Sure. So what house did you have other than a house in Vegas? You think we was going out to hang out at a house in Vegas? Well, now we would. This year, now we know about going party at Airbnbs and all that. Nigga, that house was under construction the whole time. I heard something about the boat or the ship or something. Nigga, you know that boat was under construction until you came home. We had that boat ship when you came home because that was the only place where you can go to hang out at in the marina. And that's only because I had a spot right next door because you was too scared because you knew those niggas was after your bitch ass because Gotti always tell me it's something you did that we don't know about. Because you was real scared when we came home. When you came home. I didn't catch it. I don't know. But nigga, you had your stuff docked right next to my spot in the Marina Del Rey. So sure. Don't know what you're talking about. But keep up with the lies. If that make you feel better, keep up with the lies. Then all that showed me that you was Reggie bitch. Because you kept up a nigga steal one thing from me. One thing and don't pay back for it or whatever. You think I'll be fucking with him like you do? Or did? You think I would have left that nigga in charge of all my shit? Your women had to come to me, your parents, your sisters, your artists, everybody had to come to Reggie Wright to get something done. Who? Who got something done just from your word? Who? I used to have to make you call Debbie half the time just to approve some things. I would say, sure, no, you need to talk to Debbie. Tell Debbie to cut this check. When it was something crazy. You were scared to talk to Debbie. Don't get it. But, hey, sure. Make you feel good. Make you feel good. Make you feel good, dog. Nigga, nor you were broke in the 90s and the 2000s. If I didn't have 5 houses in the 90s and the 2000s, if I didn't have 10 cars back then, stupid. Wish I could I was riding around in a 600 Benz. You know that, $3,000 a month. My wife was in a Land Cruiser. What was that? Not a Land Cruiser. She had the other one. I forget the Lexus 470. Shit, my mama was in a big, man, nigga, please. Nigga, please. But yeah, I was broke. I was just a cop salary. Nigga, you know, even before I came over to you, I had 2 hair salons, probably about 3 or 4 houses before I even started working at Death Row. So stop that. Reggie stole from you. Hey, if Reggie stole a penny from you, trust me. No bankruptcy, nigga. You went through a bankruptcy of hell, dog. Those people went through your books like crazy. You know the shit that they sued people for. It was crazy, the things we couldn't believe that they were suing people for. Like, they tripping behind that. They tripping because we paid Micheline Mother $1,000 to answer fan letters. They tripping behind that.
Okay. Another thing he said, which he said before, but I wanted to ask you about, is he said that he never paid Orlando any money, quote unquote, never gave him $1.
Well, one minute he wanted to claim Death Row, then the next minute Death Row was just a business that he owned. So if you take that, that it came from Death Row and not Suge Knight personally, then I guess you can say that's a true statement. But I wasn't even in charge then. I wasn't even in charge. It was Norris Anderson that was in charge. So the $60,000 that was given to him, Keffe D tried to say on his interview that it was cash money and all of that. That's one thing we didn't do, was nothing with cash money. Well, with cash money, that's why, that $25,000, big and small shit, that's why that's a big issue. But now we were all about checks. If Orlando or his attorney got some money, trust me, not if, they did. They got a check for $60,000. But it was a check authorized by Norris Anderson and David Kenner. I was just there because they were scared to go up there and meet with them. Because I sure was. I was just security then. I'll admit, I was just security then when that deal happened. I did not become more than security until June, July of 1997, when you got put at CMC. So whatever month you went to CMC in St. Louis Obispo is when me and you started back communicating. And that's factual.
Okay. Something else he said is if you ran his company and you did all this stuff, how come no one gave you a job after Death Row?
Well, see, that's where he knows he's making a mistake. And he knows, and he talked about the relatives. And, well, actually, it was young soldiers. He don't even know the difference. So it was a group called the Young Soldiers that he had signed in, and they had that song, East Side Niggas, West Side Niggas. Had Big Y and Young Stretch that was in the group. The relatives was actually Sugar Booger and Big Y. So the only denominator in the Young Soldiers relatives is Big Y. Y'all tell me any songs that Big Y was on after Death Row kind of went down, after Murder Was the Case. Any songs? Were they on Gridlock? Were they on Gang Related? Were they on what else came after that? Death Row Uncut? We know no Tupacs. Were they on they were Sugar Booker alone, who Reggie put on there, was on Too Gangster for Radio. That's because of the relationship with Tata, because Tata had him at that point. Y'all remember Break Bread Records? He had him that album Dirty Money and all of that. I got him from Tata because me and Tata became partners. But then Tata got locked up, and then that's when they just signed with me directly. So he say that they that I killed their career off. Well, he didn't do anything with them after Murder Was the Case, 94. But let's think of all the people that was on Murder Was the Case in 1994. Who career he killed. He did a great job with Lady Ray's career, huh? Oh, he did a great job with Danny Boy career, huh? Great job with Boss Hogg, huh? Who else? Who else? I mean, Suge Knight, as Norris told me a while ago, got lucky and had 4 good artists. 4 good artists. Oh, he did a hell of a job with Michelle A album, huh? A hell of a job with her career. Let's see. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. We'll give him credit for Dre, even though we shouldn't. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Dogg Pound, and Tupac. We're going to give him credit for Tupac, or we're going to give Tupac credit for him? Can we think of anybody else who he did a great job with? Can we? Y'all say J Flex, love J Flex, and Borny. Okay. Love them. But y'all see what he did to their careers. Man, and he gonna talk about the Relatives, who has the best Pyru song ever done. Produced by who? Reggie motherfucking Wright. Well, executive produced. Shout out to Rashad Coles, the actual producer of that beat. So, dawg. Suge Knight, you're funny, dawg. Now, as far as the job, well, he got to know this. He knows this. Okay, so I ran American Music for about 2 or 3 years. 2 years, the urban department. So that was right after I left that row. Immediately, walked from that door straight to that door. But then in 2004, Suge, trying to take some little girls across state line, little 16-year-old girl, riding around with her across state line. We ain't gonna get into that story, y'all. Y'all read that in the papers. Well, he taking this little 16-year-old girl across state line. He liked the little 16-year-old girls. He was before R. Kelly, right? We forgot about, let's do the age of when Lil Suge was born by Stormy. Let's do the age of Trish. When he was messing around with Trish. But anyway, back to the subject. So then guess who he called? Red, I need you to come back, dog. I'm going to be gone for a year and this. Koch is like, man, I'm not going back up there with those niggas. I'm not going back up to death row. No, Rich, you ain't got to even come in the office, ever. You just run everything from your house and from the phone. I just need you to deal with E1. Who was Koch at the time? Okay, so that was 2004. Reggie motherfucking Wright made $10,000 a month from 2004. Then I did get fired. Guess when? When a dude named Chris, what's his name? Well, anyway, when they sold Chris Taylor, when they sold the company to the toy company in 2018. And the only reason I got fired then because I got stupid and got in some trouble. So Yeah. Killed that story, huh, Suge Knight? That's gone. Oh, and I don't even forgot about the True That Entertainment time when I had all the boxings, but that was just play money. That was a good time. Y'all remember when I had Ray J and the Realest doing the song? Yeah, y'all remember that stuff. No, y'all don't. And Detail, don't forget the Detail, who I found, who the reason why you got knocked out by Akon Bodyguard. I heard him say something about Wack 100 because he said, why didn't something happen to somebody that knocked him out with my cousin? J-Rock knocked Wack 100 out. He said, why nothing happened to him? That's the funniest shit you said all year, Suge Knight. Because you've been knocked out twice. By Greg the Barber once and Akon Bodyguard. Why you didn't go knock on their doors? You forget. I tell you that dementia, man. You say shit that be like, okay, if Wack was supposed to did that when he got knocked out, that don't apply to you when you got knocked out. You're a funny motherfucker, Suge Knight. Told you stop playing with Reggie Wright. Don't know why you do it.
Okay. And the final thing he said was, and I quote, "Why didn't you go to Buntry's funeral? The guy that was in the car with Buntry went out of town. You went and met with him and gave him a lot of money out there."
A lot of money. The guy that, I tell y'all, Suge, well, there's some truth to that. I tell y'all, Suge always add salt and pepper on shit. Man. Well, that kills all the, RJ and them, y'all know what I was going to say. But that kills off that theory, huh? Y'all remember all that? Reggie Sr. was in the car when Butcher got killed and ran and was running down the street and all that. Well, even Suge Knight saying that there was a guy named Ty Stick I've been telling y'all about that was in the car when Butcher got killed. So I guess y'all can stop promoting all of that. Reggie Sr. was in the car bullshit. Show y'all how y'all just let people. But that ain't the question. That ain't no big thing. So the big thing is why Reggie didn't go to Butcher's funeral. Well, at that time, I was just very, very disappointed in Butcher. Butcher was taking Suge's side on shit, you know, when I left and all of that. And it wasn't against me. It was with my boy Bob Gotti and some hood shit that was going on with them, trying to make Bob Gotti like he was the one that was giving the information to those niggas from the other side and stuff, that when Death Row dudes and Luda Park dudes and all those dudes was shooting up each other. And so they were blaming the nigga that I was like my son, godfather, my nigga that was with me every day. They were blaming him for it. I'm like, man, what y'all talking about? Nigga, those niggas came to your house, Buntry, checked you in your yard, bitch ass Trayvon, come walking down the street, he do a U-turn, walk away, leave you stranded with Top Cat and them and Little Rod when they about to do something to Buntry. And y'all know it was Bobby the whole time telling y'all, niggas, we need to go meet with those niggas, talk to those niggas. Those niggas ain't to be played with. Those niggas are serious. They really believe, because Buntry in there watching that tape, showing everybody to come to the house. That tape. I talk too much with this internet shit. But anyway, we didn't go because Buntry knew the real. Buntry didn't want to play. He was shrugging that shit off. And we was like, man, we ain't getting caught off into that bullshit. That ain't our business. We tried to help the niggas. They didn't want to help. They didn't want to protect themselves. Well, yeah, that's why I didn't go to the funeral. Regret it. One of my biggest regrets that I made, because Buntry was a good nigga. If there was any good niggas in there, he was stupid on that, but Buntry was a good nigga. But, yeah, that's the reason. And as far as being Ty Stick thing, Ain't nobody had no problems with Ty Stick. Nobody. Nobody had no problem with Ty Stick. Shit. Ty Stick did what he was supposed to do. Ty Stick went straight over there and talked to the mama and told the mama what happened. And you know, I let James or Timmy, whoever want to ever talk about that. But they know Ty Stick ran over there and talked to the mama and told her what happened. Felt bad, cried on her shoulders. As far as going out to Denver, Colorado, yes. When I was on tour with the relatives, we was on a promotional tour, I had K-Dub with me and all of that. K-Dub is the one that had the relationship with Ty Stick. We was out there. K-Dub called him over to the bus. Ty Stick came over there and said, "What's up to us?" And we hollered and all that. Ty Stick ain't asked me for a penny. I don't know if K-Dub gave him any money, but he sure didn't get no money from us. And he was just like all love, like, "What's up, Lil Reg?" And that was as far as me and this conversation. Maybe gave him some CDs and some T-shirts to help promote out there in Denver. And that's all that happened on that. And the only reason Suge know about that story is because I told him when me and him was talking recently. I told him. But that's just something to try to make me look bad with the homies and stuff like that, you know, trying to get them to rally up. But here's a story for you. If you want to get niggas mad, Pyrus, or niggas mad at each other and stuff, I'm not a Pyru or a Crip, but you know I fuck with all those niggas. And so you want to try to get them mad at me? Here's something to make you uncomfortable. Yeah. Won't you tell the story? Won't you tell niggas what happened to Bunny Hunter Rat? Won't you tell that story, Suge Knight? I must not be no bunny hunters on that yard where you at. Let's see. Keep talking shit.
I know in the last couple of days we've talked about an interview that Suge did. He did a separate interview with Art of Dialogue, a new interview. And in this interview, he denied, number one, he denied having HIV or AIDS. And then he, you know, spoke on you talking about diapers and hole in the neck and all that stuff. Did you hear that? And do you have any sort of response or comment on it?
Yeah. Y'all got to remember, we tape on Sundays. And so that interview came out this Saturday. We tape early Sunday because I'm on my way to brunch on Sunday morning. I know this is probably like Thursday or Friday later in the week. Maybe even Wednesday. I don't know what John gonna post this yet. So I don't know what else Suge said. But you better believe I will be responding next week to all the stuff that he's saying over there on Art's channel. But I heard that interview that was done Saturday, and like I said, this Sunday morning. And I mean, Wack is the one that been saying the HIV stuff. I said, and I specifically said, John, play what I said. $10,000 about any. I think the part that you left off is, and Wack also said, or any other STDs. Now that part, I'll raise the stake up to something I can afford. $10,000, Vlad. I'll raise the stake up if it's and or. What'd I say? Any other diseases. I always say about the HIV, I don't know. Just what the attorney said. And I even said I thought it was a ploy for sure to try to get out. But I totally understand what Wack's saying. Because look at this picture. This picture was taken in 2020, right? Of Suge. Big as a house. Looks sick as a motherfucker, right? So you can tell that diabetes is kicking his ass. He's already in jail now, at this point, 5.5 years. So I know everybody like, oh, you lose weight when you go to jail and all that. Well, I sure the fuck didn't. And Suge shouldn't because he know how to live in prison. All right? So he said he walking 1.5 miles. Do y'all know what 1.5 miles of calories burn off? But okay, with that cane, I guess. 1.5 miles with a cane here is kind of bad. Okay. I wonder if they get CNI dogs in prison. I wonder, John, can they give you, do they give them CNI dogs? I wonder who's gonna help him walk around the track if he, you know, to keep that 1.5 miles up. But okay, I don't know. Hey, but okay. So he says he's walking 1.5 miles. So that's a picture in 2020. Here's a picture in 2022, 2023. He's looking good, right? This was 2 years ago. Okay, there you go with his little cane again. But he looking, okay, he looking decent. All right. Okay. But this him, Father's Day, 2025. Right? So, that's the only reason. People saying no things. I have never said, I don't know why he blaming me, going off on me about saying he got HIV and all that. Because I didn't say it. I just said, my whole thing will be about the other luggage that you carry around. That's all I ever said. But I'm finding out 1 out of 10 motherfuckers got that shit. I'm just glad I ain't got it. So you trying to say, like you trying to see, everybody want to tell Reg about his wife. Man, y'all just don't know. That's the, but okay, all right, whatever. But like I always tell y'all, I don't care what a woman did. When I'm not saying she did or didn't, because I don't know. She ain't never told me she did. But I don't care what a woman do with their pussy before they get with me. It's what they do with their pussy while they with me and after they, you know, while we together. I don't even care after I'm not with them. But while I'm with them. And so, he out there talking about like somebody, like in the 90s, I'll have AIDS if he got it. Or I'll have, I guess he want to say herpes if he got it. Well, I don't have any of that shit. But we didn't say in the 90s. I always say, nigga, you was a pimp in my mind. You was my nigga in the 90s. I kind of looked up to your punk ass in the 90s, right? Mid-2000s, 2000. I got a lot of my game and my advice from Suge Knight. I'll be the first to admit it. But the allegations were in the last 3 years with your little Mexican friend, your little Mexican boy, Suge. So stop playing word games with these motherfuckers. You good on this YouTube shit? I tell you, because you know how to confuse these motherfuckers. But when the persons or anybody who said this shit, they said in the last few years, not talking about the 90s, Mr. Knight. So stop it with your word games, dog. Stop it. But who cares if that's what you got? We're not trying to sleep with you. I'm not sleeping with any of those low self-esteem bras that you got. Ever. And the ones from the 90s, they were like my sisters. All of them, from Sarita to Tammy. I even had love for Stormy. To Trish, you know, I looked at her like a little, well, she was funny to me. But I liked all your girls you was with. And the randoms, I didn't even get to know them, you know. So I ain't saying that, dog, about the 90s. I'm talking about the last 2 or 3 years, what you've been doing. Being in jail for 10 years, obviously caught up to you, is all I'm saying. If it's true. I didn't say it, dog. So stop it with that. Don't get mad at me. Attack the person that said it. But I know it's easy to attack Reggie Wright. So it's all good.
Okay, it was announced recently that Keffe D is going to be getting new lawyers, and that this was also announced that he is and has been making a documentary with RJ Bond, of all people, that will document the behind-the-scenes look at the trial and the ups and downs that the trial will or will not bring. Any thoughts?
Well, I find it funny. I don't know who RJ Bonds is. I think you're talking about Carpenhead, but maybe that's what you're talking about. But, so, it was funny, though. It was funny. Don't y'all remember me and Wack on the live stream talking about that? And I told Wack, I was like, man, a series? Nobody give a fuck about a series on Keffe D. Or Tupac's Killer is what I want to say. But on Keffe D, nobody gives a fuck about that. If y'all want to do anything, the only way you're going to make some money is do it behind the scenes with the lawyers and the preparing for him going to court and all of that. Y'all don't remember me telling you all that? All right, I know. So apparently that's what they trying to do. But it's going to be interesting, y'all. It's going to be interesting. And because the DA that's handling the case, man, those some cool dudes. The one DA, the head DA, Mark, I don't know his last name. Just remember Mark. I always said he looked like the ex-mayor of Vegas. But he's cool. And then his understudy, I think he's an Indian guy, or he's from India somewhere there. He's cool. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, to be honest. And so they good dudes. So I'm not going to play the race card like I normally would. Because you see how hard they went on Wack for not allowing him to bail out and raise money and all of that, to help with the bail money. I just hope they go as hard on Keffe D new attorneys or RJ&L to stop that, because that's what they do, using that money to pay for Keffe D new attorneys. It's just going to be interesting to see if the same rules applies. That's all I'm going to say about that subject. But it's going to be interesting. But hey, if y'all support something like that, when Suge, I hear Suge supposed to be involved too, then that's on y'all. Y'all want to keep supporting the guy that's supposed to took out Tupac Shakur and have him make money and help him have a good defense and all of that, then just say y'all here for the entertainment. Stop saying that y'all Tupac Shakur fans and we love Tupac. Just say I'm here because I'm bored at home and I like getting on YouTube and responding in the comment sections and all of that. Please just say that. And then you keeping it 100. But if you saying you here for the truth and all of that, then you'll wait till the court thing come out. You won't be going buying no documentaries and supporting people like that. That's with these documentaries. That would be my take on it. I mean, I know they did a press conference this week and talked about it, announced it, and all of that. Like I said, I really have no dog or no pony in the race or however that term go. I don't really have any. I can care less now because I believe people know the truth of what happened. I know it's a lot of y'all that want to listen to clowns that's talking about Reggie Wright and Snoop Dogg and all these people, but the majority of the people, they know what happened. Any of the street niggas. Y'all ever hear anybody other than the clown Suge Knight from Compton saying that it didn't happen the way that happened? Any? Suge is and Suge is doing this because it's been a joke from him from day one. Y'all remember when he got on Nightline, sitting in jail? Look how he played with those words.
If you knew who killed Tupac, would you tell the police?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because it's not my job. I don't get paid to solve homicides. I don't get paid to tell on people.
Look what he said then. Then what he says on TMZ later on in life.
It was a rat on television saying he the one did the shooting, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, right?
Right.
If you think about it, right?
Right.
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they the one killed Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't
Not
gonna get
just
arrested.
to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not
Ain't
dead.
as smart as you should be.
Tupac not dead.
The no memorial for him. Clowny people that had a picture of Tupac on them. Remember those conversations. Trayvon Lane came with a picture of Tupac on his arm. And he's like, oh, what type of man gonna have a picture of another man on them? You know? But hey, okay. All right. Keep listening to Suge Knight. Keep supporting people that doing documentaries and all of that just because they want to prove themselves right. Not that they care anything about justice for Tupac. It's just because they want to say, I was right. Because once this trial is over and that's done, they'll be on to another subject. Reggie Wright's take. Peace bomb first.
Okay, Reggie, I wanted to play you a clip of an interview with Aries Spears and Vlad because they mentioned a guy that I know you're really cool with, Scruncho. So I wanted to play it for you and get your reaction to it.
Scruncho. Comedian named Scruncho.
Yeah.
This nigga who I hit him up in his DMs. He never replied back. I said, let me tell you something, man. I've never disrespected you. I've never had any ill will towards you. I've never said anything about you. But I know what you're doing. You're riding off the coattails of my name to hopefully get a clip that goes viral. Because in the clip, you get, Scruncho says Aries Spears is trash for the Ice Cube thing. Now, again, I've never attacked Scruncho. When he's shown up at the Ontario Improv, when I've been there for a weekend, and without permission, he's in the fucking green room, I say, yo, what up, dog? I don't go, hey, man, this is my green room. Fuck out of here. I'm polite. I'm cordial. But the funny part was, and this is why I go, people, we're at a stage in life where we overuse and abuse words. Words like legend. Words like hate. Before they start the clip, the guy goes, all right, y'all. Right now, we're going to have my man commentate on the Aries Spears Ice Cube controversy, the legendary Scruncho. Word. This nigga's legendary? Based on what? What has he done? How long has he been in the game?
Well, I know he got
Who
into
the fuck knows who Scruncho is outside of the local ghetto community of comedy?
I know who he is because he got into it with TK Kirkland back then.
Okay.
That's how I know.
Not because of the movies. Not because of a TV career. Not because of stand-up.
Damn. You know what? I'm not gonna get into that because I don't need Aries Spears coming up with all the fat jokes like he did Lizzo and going viral. I'll call Scruncho, get him on the phone. Let my nigga Scruncho respond to that. I'll get Scruncho on the phone, let him respond to that. Hold on, John, while I call Scruncho.
Oh, okay, yeah, I seen it. So, here's the thing, right? I don't have no real beef, and me and Aries have been cool. And here's the thing, though, right? The identical thing that I did to Aries Spears, right? That's exactly the same way Ice Cube felt about what Aries Spears did to him. But when Aries did it to Ice Cube, he titled it as an objective opinion. But why my objective opinion seemed to strike a nerve and he act like I'm fucking with him and this and that, and he go into this victim mode. And here's the thing, though, and what he said about Cube, number one, it wasn't funny, it wasn't true, and it wasn't accurate. Now, when he praised New York, everybody know how he loved New York, and I love the way he represent his New York. And here's the thing, I don't want to disrespect his talent. I think he's talented. I think he's, his ability to do impressions and all that old shit. I don't want to knock his talent, you know what I mean? But would I consider him funny? Nigga, fuck no. His form of funny, bro, is being in bathtub with little boys and, doing rap videos, kissing another man in the mouth as a punchline. How the fuck is that funny? But nevertheless, let's stick to the business. Now, what he said about Ice Cube, now he wasn't accurate. Now you praise these amazing New York rappers, and I agree with him. I love Jadakiss, I love Jay, and them. Maybe the New York rappers, they paved the way for all hip hop. So everybody loved New York in any way, even in comedy. Without New York, if you can't do good in New York, you can't do good nowhere. So New York is one of the meccas for entertainment, with all due respect, right? So when he praises the New York, we agree. But why would you skip over Puff Daddy to talk about Ice Cube when Puff Daddy, the same thing, it was more accurate what you said about Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy, the nigga that can't sing, he can't dance, and he sure the fuck can't act. The nigga acting is awful. You know what I mean? And 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 the nigga don't think about what you, bro. And the nigga is he in the molesting men with baby oil. Look, we LA nigga. We don't fuck with baby oil, nigga. We stay ashy. I'm the ashiest motherfucker. Listen, I don't. Would you trust any nigga that's trying to be moist in 2025? That's number two. Number three, you talking about Ice Cube, bro. It's like you talking. Listen, man. Here goes the rules. Number one, I like Aries. Personally, I don't think he that bad of a person. I think he's talented. Wooty, 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 woo. But homie, where I'm from, we got a rule. Number one rule. Don't talk shit to niggas you can't beat up. You know what I mean? And he talked shit about me, and it was kind of funny because he didn't really say that much about me. He just said, you know, I was a ghetto. How the fuck am I a legend? What kind of ghetto legend is he? That's when you know he disconnected from the culture. Because real niggas never say ghetto, homie. We hood niggas. We hood babies. Anytime you say ghetto or ghetto legend, bro, you sound like and then he thinking, oh, he's only blowing up because of me. Bro, you think I don't, man, listen, homie, he sound delusional. Why would I want to chase Aries Spears? In his mind, he think he's successful. Man, that motherfucker's a clown. He ain't successful as shit. And then he gonna disrespect me like I only got black fans. Hey, homie, let me tell you something, motherfucker. Don't ever respect or disrespect my 27 white fans. And all of them went to school with me, and you should respect my motherfucking white fans because they respect me and love me as much as they love you. So Aries, homie, and here's the thing. All Aries had to do in reality is just come back and say, oh man, that was distasteful. I said some shit a couple of times. I mean, you know what? I apologize. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. I was out. It was a joke that went bad, and that was the end of it. But Aries ain't like that. You know what I mean? Just like it was objective on his end when he said it, and it was offended him when I said it, but it was the same play. Then he turned around and played victim as if I'm seeking his only reason he do, I shouldn't even get a nigga no clout. I don't even why I say a thing. Don't anybody know who he is. Fucking Scruncho, man. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Do you think I give a fuck about who know me and who don't know me, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But he be talking shit like he could take a punch. And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about me, I ain't got that lot of niggas. But I got enough niggas that would defend my name when I'm not around. You know what I'm saying? If you get about 10 to 12 niggas to defend your name when you're not around, niggas will stop talking about you. But see, he only talk about the culture. And here's the thing about Cube. Why would you talk about Ice Cube? Cube have created hundreds of millions of dollars giving black people work. Cube created a league, the Big Three League, where NBA cut niggas off in the midst of their career, and then Cube started a league, and that league itself is estimated to make close to $1 billion in revenue within the next 5 years. That means Cube is creating a culture for black culture since the beginning of time. Nobody feed black comedians like Ice Cube. And everybody know without Ice Cube, think about all the people that use his platform to catapult and get a shot and get a turn. Think about it, man. Without Ice Cube, remember Angela Baskin and Larry Fishburne? They was husband and wife and boys in the hood before they played Ike and Tina. Wouldn't be no Cat, no Mike, no Mike Epps, no Cat Williams, no Faison Love, no Chris Tucker, no Morris Chestnut, no Cuban Gooding Jr., no Megan Good, no come on, man. So you talking about a person that been creating platforms for people consistently to become stars and to give opportunities to, and you gonna throw Cube under the bus as if you really that guy? Talk about he ain't this, he ain't that. Man, you can't just talk about, and see, the thing about it is, you know, and I kind of like Vlad, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes Vlad create a platform, and, you know, you can look at him for good or bad, but, you know what I mean? I kind of like the white boy, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of likable. So I don't want to throw him under the bus, but here's the thing, man. I don't have a beef with Aries Spears. Man, I'm just being objective like he being objective. You know what I mean? And the fact that he called me a ghetto legend and who in the fuck is Scruncho, wooty wooty woo. Man, that almost made me want to peel his cap. Nigga never call me no ghetto legend, man. I'm a hood baby, nigga. And I don't never listen, homie. I don't never want to be white except a nigga. And just for the record, I don't trust no nigga that can't play spades and that golf. Them niggas is not to be trusted. I'm a straight mud baby. And guess what, nigga? I love all 27 of my white fans. And yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. I'm
All
gonna
right,
end it there.
Scrunch. Hey, Scrunch, one thing, promote your song, because that's what made me say I got to call my nigga Scrunch when I heard that song.
Oh yeah, nigga, and I wrote a song just to let them know I ain't even a rapper, but I just went in the studio just to let them know all West Coast niggas can rap. I just want to bust a few bars, you know what I'm saying, and listen to the rap song, man. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, we finna play it for you right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, turn me up just a little bit. This for Aries Spears. Yeah, I said it. You went on that mic talking crazy about Cube. Come on, cut. You ain't Cube, you confused. Matter of fact, we don't even know who you are.
First you Eddie, then you L, now you Denzel too. Who are you? Aries, we don't know you. Oh, talking slick on Cube like that's your lane, but you changing faces like you run from shame. Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah. You was on Mad TV, acting like a clown. Now you 40-something, still begging for a crown. Used to do impressions, now you trying to press legends. Running out of characters, no sense, just tension. You talk like you hard, but your pen say weak. Disrespecting Q, bro, watch how you speak. He a Hall of Famer, you a bench warming tweet. Denzel, please, you can't even act street. First you Eddie Murphy trying to laugh like the king. Then you LL with the lips and the fake bling. Now you Denzel, come on, you wild for that dream. You more like that extra in the T. Perry scene. You flip styles more than Crenshaw hats, but never been real, that's a well-known fact. You dissing West Coast, bro, you out of your mind. We birth legends, you just trying to rewind.
Cause first you Eddie, then you LL, now you Denzel too. Who are you? Aries, we don't know you. Talking slick on Cube like that's your lane, but you're changing faces like you run from shame. Who are you? Who are you?
Let me say this on air for the culture, G. Don't ever disrespect the West with that parody. We built from the struggle, pain in the real. You built from punchlines that barely get a squeal. You a comedy actor, stay in your section. Before I roast you live with no mic, no protection. Q made classics, you make noise. Now hush, little man, go play with them boys.
Yo,
Aries, stop it. You at this being shifter looking for a role. We don't need no extras in the Hall of G's. Stay in your lane before you crash out, bro. Scrunch you out.
Cause we don't know who you are, Aries Spears. We don't know, homie.
Exactly.
You know?
Shout
So
out.
while you sitting
And
there, while you been sitting there pretending 1,000, you be so many different characters. You have to pay attention to who he is at the time he talking. That nigga go from Denzel Washington to LL Cool J to he don't have an identity, bro. But I tell you this. He better stop talking like he could take a punch and just be respectful, homie. And all you gotta do is apologize to Cube and just understand I wasn't talking about Aries Spears. I was just being objective, just like he is being objective. Just like the same thing he did to Cube, I did to him, and I don't know why it offended him, but he didn't feel like he offended Cube. It don't make no sense, but he'd deal better off just saying, listen, I apologize. Because guess what, homie? I'm not like the rest of the entertainers. I ain't got no endorsement deals. I ain't got no agents, nigga. But I got a gang of money, nigga, and I sell out all my motherfucking shows. It might only be 300 motherfuckers in there per show, but guess what? I'd rather have 300 of the realest motherfuckers in the motherfucking audience than 1,000 motherfuckers that I don't even know. You know what I mean? Come on, homie. He's barking up the wrong tree, nigga. He ain't cut like that to fuck with me. And I like Aries Spears. You know what I mean? And he right, man. I ain't never had a beef with him. I was just being objective, and I was just trying to be a little funny, whatever. But if he keep pushing the line, I'm gonna have to go and pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go and pull up, and we're gonna have a face to face. And then if he can keep that same energy face to face, because that internet conversation is strong. But trust me, homie, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk shit to niggas I can't beat up. And I objectively think I can beat Aries Spears up.
Okay, Reggie. Yesterday you mentioned that that it was an eventful week, and you said that something happened at your house where people were coming to your house or something like that. Do you mind if I ask what you were talking about there and what the story is behind that?
I did a video last week, and I called someone on the video a groupie, right? And that's all I said, because I kind of had a lot of respect for this person, even though she has been disappointed because of some audio that I had released earlier where Suge Knight, not me, I didn't say anything bad. I was actually complimenting the person by saying, hey, you seem to have a good team around you now and smart people around you. But Suge Knight called her a runner and said something about one of their family members. And what it is she don't want nobody to know that she's communicating with Suge like she does. And so I called her a groupie because that's what I always thought of her when I was like, damn, how she meet Suge anyway? You know, she wrote Suge up there in prison and say what she is and what she does and all of that. And they developed this relationship. The only reason I call her a groupie is because y'all know how social media is, right? And people put everything on social media. So I knew she didn't work with anyone famous other than Suge. But I saw on her Facebook page and her Instagram page, she had pictures of all these people. Like Diddy, Master P, T.I., Boosie, I mean, about 15 different Usher. I was saying Luster and over Usher at a concert. And all these people on social media. And I was like, okay, this is a groupie. She cool chick. Not bad looking when she made up. Because the picture's unfiltered. Oh my God. But when she made up, she looks good. So I was like, okay, so why she's like this? And so to me, that's a groupie. Y'all know me about people taking pictures with everybody. I call Gap Tooth the groupie because he always taking pictures and wanting to take pictures with people. So that's just my word. But they took offense to it. Oh my God, I got about 20 texts. You better pull that video down or you gonna see who I am. You gonna see or what? Or what? I'm like, it's my birthday. I remember it was last Sunday, August the 3rd. I was like, shit, I'm out here at Javier's enjoying myself, baby, leave me alone. I was actually told them I was in church. I wasn't in church, y'all know. I'll be filming on Sundays. I don't be in church. And they knew that, so I don't even know why they bought that. So then they start texting my wife. Yeah, I'm going to send these niggas up to your church and do this and do that. And talking to my daddy, called Vlad TV. Reached out to the nigga that shot Suge. Reached out to him and had him to try to get Wack in contact with her, all that, blowing people up. And so, then I look on my cameras, right? And I see this nigga out front a gang member. And I call him, I go, nigga, what you doing? You know, I live in a nice community, gated community. I'm like, what you doing in my yard? What you doing out front? So he don't want to answer because he don't want to give it up, right? He ain't no snitch, right? But his homeboy that I stay with him, I know him too. He's like, man, that person you made mad, and she zelled us some money to come to your house to. I was like, what? And y'all took it? He's like, I didn't know it was you, Reg, until you called. Like, yeah, that's the drama. And so I was like, okay. And so they leave, you know, of course nothing happened because, you know, now niggas. But I said, where the Zelle at? You know, she send you money? Niggas shoot me that screenshot where she send you some money. All right. So she sent that address and that address, my mama and them address, the address to the church. She shot all that. You got that on screenshot? Yeah, Reg. Yeah, man. Just don't do nothing to us. Don't. Okay, y'all playing like that for a female that y'all don't know? Oh no, we were just trying to get the money from her. She offered us 5 G's, Reg. But you know, she only shot us this amount. Okay. All right. Do what y'all do. Get y'all money, niggas. Get y'all money is what I told them. Cause let's play. So then, the next day I wake up and this nigga, what's that Discretion TV, putting up information that only an attorney can get, right? Because it's on Westlaw. And yeah, so y'all know now the cat's out the bag. Reggie got paid. But anyway, it's all good. That's something, you know. So we get this little lawsuit. So she pulling up this lawsuit. He think it's prison records and stuff. And he, you know, he's so dumb. And he reading off all my HIPAA information. And yeah, when I first came out, because y'all got to remember, I was paralyzed from neck down. I'm a baller, striker, strike. I wore diapers when I first came home from prison. I mean, from the hospital. I couldn't move my neck. I couldn't do shit. Couldn't do nothing. So he reading all that shit off and talking all of that bullshit. And reading off all my personal information, my driver license, my everything. Anything personal I had, my health insurance, telling people. And I'm like, okay, so this bitch playing that dirty. Okay. All right, I know how to play dirty. That's one thing. And I'm surprised Suge Knight ain't told her, you don't fuck with Reggie because Reggie go deep. He goes deep. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. Stay motherfucking tuned. Because Suge Wright done got attorney Culpepper in trouble. Attorney, well, y'all know all the attorneys he got in trouble. Well, add one more to the list. If her parents don't call me and tell me, Reggie, you know us from way back. You've been on us. Our daughter is just got some mental issues. Because it got to be the thing she doing, some gangster niggas gonna cash out them like she know them, don't know them from nothing but phone calls on the phone with Suge Knight. Going on Westlaw website, downloading stuff. Cash out, all the phone records, all of that. She should know all of that is, all that information that can be retrieved by any. All I gotta say is I hope like hell, whatever the liability insurance company or the insurance is for attorneys, payment is up to date. That's all I got to say. I hope that payment is current. Because your boy about to get a bigger house. About to get paid. So thank you. I keep Suge Knight and his friends and people keep paying Reggie Wright. It's like a bank that's keep on giving. Keep on giving. So that's what happened. But just stay tuned. Y'all see. Y'all see. It's unfortunate. Because I really, really, as I said in that video, really, really like that person. But sometimes our emotions, and that's what's wrong with you youngsters though. Y'all too spontaneous, man. Y'all get in your feelings too easily. I don't know if it's social media, if it's because y'all don't go outside, y'all just stay on YouTube or playing video games. I don't know why y'all just not like us. That song Kendrick did. Man, people 55 and older should be saying about their kids. They just not like us. They just not like us. That's what every old person should be saying. These kids just not like us. Shout out.